We're going to talk about the wonderful Kuretake ZIG MILLENNIUM marker. It is one of the ones that is single-ended. It comes in 5 different tip sizes. It comes in an 005, 01, 03, 05, and 08. And each of the tips are the size of the number that is on the end of them. So here I've done a sample of the different varieties of them. So an 005 is going to be your finest point. The great part about these markers is that they are single-ended. They have a long metal housing where the fiber tip is enclosed in. And that makes it so nice so that if you're using it against the edge of a ruler or a stencil or something like that, you're going to only get the metal edge touching the ruler so that you're not transferring any of the ink onto it. But it also is long enough that when you're holding the marker, it's out far enough so that you can see where you are writing with it. It makes it wonderful. The other thing that I love about this marker is that the cap, where the cap line is, it's very slender so that as you're writing with it, you don't get any of those it makes it really nice so that you get a great grip and makes it very nice to hold. The other great part is that on the cap, it will tell you the size of the pen, but around the outside edge of the end of the barrel, it will tell you the size also. So that if you had all of 5 of your markers open, you would be able to match up the correct tip size to the end of the barrel and be able to mark those up. You'll notice that the characteristics of this marker is, because it is part of the ZIG memory system, it's acid-free, archival quality, light, fast, fade-proof, non-bleeding, pigment ink. So the 005 is just a perfect, the finest line that we can get. Then we move up to an 01, 03, 05, 08 in the ZIG Millenniums. The different tip sizes allow you to have the ability to create any size of lettering that you would like. So I started here in the center, forever bettering my lettering, and every time I started that letter, that phrase again, I increased. So the one in the center is an 005, then it becomes an 01, then it comes an 03, then an 05, and finally an 08. And then I did do it with a writer, which is this largest bullet tip on the outside. But you can see the difference in the size of lettering that you have, because sometimes if you're writing very, very tiny, you want to have that ability to write with a finer line. So it's great. Because of the pigment based of it, nature of it, you can also use it with watercoloring and any of those, because it's permanent and light fast and it won't move when you're doing anything across the top of it. It's fun to be able to do different types of lettering that will fit into it. Now here we've done some cursive, and it's a monoline, it's just a straight line, but it's just gives a nice balance to it so that you can have that ability to be able to do that. If you want to have it a little bit thicker line, then you can actually do a little bit of what we would call faux lettering, where you go back and you actually create your shadow lines and do them that way. So here we've got some different size weights of letters, which are achieved by using the different tip sizes of the marker. Another fun thing that you can do with this is, in using the 001, this was created using it on top of wood. So you can write with these on top of wood, you can write on top of fabric, you can use them, and once they're dry, you could spray them with an acrylic finish if you would like. But in this case, to be able to do this one, we've taken this is an 01, and all we've done is we're actually just creating little tiny lines and going over them again and again. So if you'd done that with a really thick marker, it wouldn't look as dainty and fun that way. So you can just come back and write again and again to be able to create those that fun lettering font style.